Mississippi, a couple of states tied together through history and a couple of schools that share some common ground are going to lock horns once again in the battle for the Golden Boot. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So LSU's offense will start this game off with the football. The Bayou Bengals flex on their boot rivals the last time these two met and won it easily.
LSU made an example of Arkansas the last time they played. You talk to a lot of LSU fans and they said, we think about Alabama, we think about Georgia, we think about Ole Miss. They took little brother Arkansas to the woodshed the last time they played.
And I can just tell you, as a fan of the sport, when you hear that little brother, that ticks me off. So I know it ticks off Arkansas Razorback fans, and they want some revenge, and they want that win.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Oh, they really could have used that patch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. So Arkansas's offense will take the field for the first time. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive numbers.
And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Man, And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Fires complete on the crosser. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Little touch pass to the receiver. There he goes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. They'll send out the kicker here. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. This rivalry picked up steam when the Razorbacks joined the SEC, and man, some of the names that have had moments: Darren McFadden, Felix Jones, Matt Jones, Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Marshall. Going to try to pop one on the screen. At the 40, there he goes. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back into play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Makes the catch. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic guys that get after the quarterback. LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. And the Razorbacks will hustle to the line. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. On the move, it's Shaw. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The Razorbacks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He's loose. He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards. Handoff from the gun. Some rivalries forged in excellence, some in geographical proximity, and that's what we have once the Razorbacks join the SEC.
Someone had the brilliant idea. We need a big golden boot that looks like the two states, and it's one of the most hotly contested rivalry games of the year.
And big is the right word. It's 4 feet tall. It's 200 pounds. It's 24-karat gold. Palmer, this is the trophy you want to win. There's some bad trophies out there, but this boot is a big deal.
It fills your trophy case. It's got girth. It's got weight. You appreciate that. I know everyone's going to say, no, Italy's the boot. No, it's not. Louisiana, Arkansas, and the Golden Boot Trophy. That's what it's all about.
Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Running to Green. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. And he's going to try to return this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. The give to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
To the air on second down. Swings it out to the flat. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Razorbacks have their offense in high gear. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit outstanding athletes at that position. This guy is no different.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They're going to run it. Turning it on. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Time running out, and he goes down at at the 34.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. The official says no good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit, still a 10-point game. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield, it's Marshall. Gets it out fast. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
At the 45 on his way. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Got his man quickly. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Looking to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs. They're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going now.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with...
Breaks into the open. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Tigers and Razorbacks.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They kick it away on fourth down. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Running back searching for a hole.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll do it himself. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Makes the grab down the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Back to throw, it's Marshall. Gets open down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. At the 20, he's got space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, LSU! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears-like in their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we could name like Spears that you just mentioned, like Booger in the past that put on that purple and gold, look good, big physical guys that fill out them uniforms and eat quarterbacks.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Got it, looking for the first down. There he goes. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the change. It's first down at the 27. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Marshall. He's got it on the run. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let them get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Back to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the beatdown has ensued. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you can tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Complete to start this drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, third and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on first and second or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to...
Lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Touchdown, Tigers! Special teams coming through. The third aspect of the game, delivering big time.
And the special teams comes up special. He takes advantage. The short punt, he catches it, and you can tell does a great job using his blocks, getting north-south, getting to the end zone for the big play.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
They'll run play action. He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down the field to no avail. That's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And the Razorbacks send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Wants to bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working now.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to throw, it's Marshall. Snagged out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. From the gun, running back gets to give. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Quarterback looks for a little space. The Sneak scores it. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Shaw. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. Makes the catch around the 50. Can they catch him? Powers through. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Punts it out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long. Everything has gone their way, and here we are early in the 4th quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. Looks it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Now facing a 3rd and long. It's complete to the left. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Fighting off the defender. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Under fire. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee. There is joy all across the bayou as LSU takes down Arkansas in the battle for the Golden Boot. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.